Hey everyone, it's Mike from Mike Olson Art. I hope everyone's having a great day today. As usual, thank you guys so very much for taking the time out of your day to come check in here and hear me talk a little bit more about some of the art card projects that I've been working on. Today we're going to look at card number 18 from series number 3. And this card is a really special card for, a lot of reasons. I know I say that a lot, but honestly, because it's you guys driving a lot of these projects, it's you guys coming up with the concepts, you guys are coming up with the mashups, it's really you guys that bring a lot of this amazing storytelling to these cards, and, it's special because of you. So thank you for letting me be a part of these, and thank you for investing in this project as a whole. And honestly, this project as a whole, this card is a really important card because it's somebody I've drawn more than anybody else so far. And it's a cool coincidence because I have now drawn this player a grand total of 7 times, and coincidentally that is his number in baseball, and we can only be talking about the great Mickey Mantle. All right, so here is my newest card. This is the 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle card. I've drawn the 52 Mantle, I've drawn the 54 Mantle, I've drawn the 56 Mantle, and now I can finally check the 54 Mantle off of my list with this one. So thank you so much to the customer that reached out. It's one of my favorite Mantle cards, and a lot of cool things went into making this one. So why don't we just dive right in and take a closer look. All right, guys, so here is our 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle card. Like I said, this one is a personal favorite of mine, so I was really hoping that somebody would come along and request the 1954. I had somebody do a 1952, a 1953, 1956, but there was always that hole there where I wanted to fill, and this 1954 Bowman was just a really fun project. I think just overall, one of my favorite parts of this card is honestly its lack of baseball. He's not holding a bat, he's not swinging, he's not fielding, he doesn't really have any baseball stuff, visible except for his uniform here. So it's almost just like, a portrait studio style photo of Mickey. And I think that the fact that that's just so different from a lot of his other cards is what makes this one just so attractive to me. I think that it's just a really cool pose for Mickey on this one, really unlike a lot of his other cards. But I really love also the kind of lack of design on this Bowman. They all had this kind of pastel box down here where the player's signature was, but that's really all there is when it comes to the design of this card. You don't see, New York Yankees, you don't see, his position, you don't see even his name typed out in a particular font. It's really just his handwriting and each person's handwriting depending on, which card you get from this collection. So, for being such a baseball lover, I gotta say, the odd part about this one is, just enjoying the fact that it's almost not very baseball at all. Even the background, you don't see a stadium back here. It's really almost like Mickey sitting out in the middle of the woods when they took this picture. And I'd love to learn a little bit more about where this photo came from, so maybe I'll do a deeper dive once we get out of, done with this one. But yeah, this was just a really cool background to get to work on. Like I said, it looks like he's on a camping trip. But overall, really cool coloring on this one. Not a really rainbow palette. There's really just blues, greens, and skin tones in this one. So just kind of a really limited palette that I think gives it kind of a nice overall look. I will say the hardest part on this one, and what I think ended up being the most successful part, is really just Mickey's face and his likeness. I mix a skin tone for every card I do, and some are more successful than others. And I think that this Mickey Mantle, the color of his skin, and the varied highlights and shadows, I think just came out really great on this card. And anytime you have to draw somebody smiling with their teeth at least in my opinion, it's always tricky. It's much easier to draw, you know, a closed mouth smile than to actually draw a smile with teeth in there. So I am really happy. Let me see if I can zoom way in on this. Really happy with how his teeth came out. And just his overall likeness was great on this one. So that is our card front. I'm going to flip this over, and here's our card back. You know, like I said, this customer's done a couple cards with me now, so I wanted to do something a little bit special for him, so I made sure to add a little bit of extra, you know, stuff on the back, and I love this Yankees logo that I've used for several Yankees cards, so I threw a little bit of extra design on the back of this one for this particular client. Just a really great guy, and you know, the support that, you know, he gives me is just fantastic. So really wanted to add that in there. But really just my standard card back, Mickey's amazing career stats. I colored in the little design element here, and that's become kind of a standard thing. I always add this, but just recently I've been making sure every one of these cards gets one colored in. So that is our card back. And yes, 1954 Bowman Mantle. Really fun project, really cool. All right, guys, so that is a little bit of the story behind the making of this brand new 1954 Bowman Mickey Mantle card. You know, like I said, Mickey is one of my most requested players, and for good reason. He is an amazing, amazing, you know, baseball legend, and I've been fortunate enough now to be able to recreate the 1952 mantle, the 1953 mantle, the 1956 mantle, and now it's really, really great to add the 1954 mantle onto that list. So thank you so much to the collector that reached out and wanted to do this one. I believe this is their third card, and anytime you guys come back and request more than one card, it's just a really special feeling, and it's really, I can't tell you guys how grateful I am when you come back and want to keep making these cards and keep investing in this really amazing project that we've got going. So thank you so much to this collector. Alright guys, this is the part of the video where I tell you there's no card that we can't make. Whether we're recreating a really, really old and famous card like this one, or whether we're mashing different players and designs and, you know, you name it together, you know, we can do anything. Limitation is really your imagination. So, you know, like I said, when it comes to the concepts for these, you guys are really driving this train. You know, you guys are the ones coming up with a lot of this really cool material that I'm able to actually turn into baseball cards for you. So thank you so much, and keep reaching out. You can always reach me here on Instagram. You can DM me, or you can head over to my website, mikeolsonart.com, and you can reach me there. But either way, send me your ideas. I'd love to hear them. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.